My dad left me for his new wife, now he wants me back. I'm 17 and my parents divorced when I was 12. Then dad married his new wife and everything changed. They moved 3 hours away, so suddenly I was only seeing him every other weekend. Then even those visits became rare. Eventually, mom got full custody and I hadn't lived with dad in 3 years. Last month, my phone rang. It was dad and he sounded more excited than I'd heard him in years. Great news! We're moving back to your city. I found this perfect 2-bedroom house and I want you to know that one of those rooms is yours. I was shocked. After 3 years of feeling like his new family had replaced me, he was actually making space for me again. I told mom about the conversation and she seemed genuinely happy for me, even though she and dad barely tolerate each other. I couldn't contain my excitement. I started making Pinterest boards for room ideas. I even spent my entire $200 in babysitting money. For weeks, dad and I texted back and forth about the house. He sent me photos of the neighborhood, told me about the good school district, even asked what color I wanted the walls painted. It felt like we were finally rebuilding our relationship. The day they finished moving in, dad texted me to come over for a house tour. I grabbed my bag of decorations and practically ran to their new place. The house was beautiful, way nicer than anywhere we'd lived when my parents were together. Dad seemed genuinely excited to show me around. His wife followed behind us, smiling and nodding. Then we stopped at a closed door at the end of the hallway. And here's your room! He opened the door with this huge grin on his face and it was perfect. The walls were painted the soft blue I'd requested. I was already picturing where my bed would go, where I'd put my desk. So when can I start moving my stuff in? I asked, pulling out the bag of decorations I'd brought. That's when his wife cleared her throat from behind us. The smile disappeared from her face and she got this awkward look. Actually, sweetie, we need to talk about that. This room is going to be for my mother. She's moving in with us next week to help with her medical bills. I felt like someone had punched me in the stomach. I looked at dad, waiting for him to say something, to stand up for me, to remind his wife that he'd promised me this room weeks ago. Instead, he just nodded along and avoided eye contact with me. I mean, you're going away to college in a year anyway, so you wouldn't really be using it that much. And we thought instead of doing full weeks like we talked about, you could just come visit on weekends and sleep on the couch in the living room. It pulls out into a bed. I stood there, holding my stupid bag of decorations, staring at both of them. The couch, I repeated flatly. It's really comfortable, his wife added cheerfully, like she was trying to sell me a car. And this way you can hang out with us more instead of hiding away in your room all the time. That's when it hit me. They never intended for me to actually live there. This was just another empty promise to make dad feel better about himself. He got to play the good father who invited his daughter back, but when it came time to actually follow through, his new family came first. Again. No thanks, I said quietly. I turned around and walked back toward the front door, still clutching my bag of decorations like an idiot. Wait, where are you going? Dad called after me, suddenly sounding panicked. Home, I said without turning around. To my real home. Dad has called me like 50 times since. He's texted me paragraphs of explanations about how his wife's mom really needs help and how we can make this work if I just give it a chance. Last week, I sent him one final message. For 3 years, I've felt like you replaced me with her family. Now you've literally replaced me with her mother. I'm done feeling like I'm not enough for you. Don't contact me again. Then I blocked his number, blocked his wife, and blocked everyone on his side of the family on every social media platform.